I have a 13-year-old, and he is autistic, and sometimes crowds get like, ooh, that sounds like real life shit. Go back to talking about your ugly veg. We can, guys. We have time. We have plenty of time. We can talk about all sorts of fun stuff. Which I get. Like, I understand people, autism is one of those things people are like, oh, are we allowed to joke about this? Are we allowed to, be funny about it? You totally can. My son is amazing. He's so sweet, and he's such a wonderful person. Like, I would not change a thing about him. He's a doll. He's high functioning, which means he struggles with like motor skills. He struggles to tie his shoes, to hold a pencil. He also struggles a lot with social skills. So to give you kind of an example, like he sometimes doesn't know when is an appropriate time to say something. We were recently, we were at opening night of Star Wars. Has anybody not seen Star Wars? I don't want to spoil. You got to speak up, because if you haven't, I'm not buying you a shot, okay? So if I spoil it, and then you're like, oh, okay, we're going ahead then. So we're at Star Wars opening night, and there's, the moment in the film at the very end, and it's very emotional. And my son, at this pin drop moment in the movie, when Han Solo dies, okay, just checking, we made it through that. When Han Solo dies, and the theater, I mean, if you were there, it was so charged. It was like 25 years, just like a crazy moment to experience in a theater full of people. My son chooses that moment to announce to this packed theater that Asians love waterfalls. What? What does that even mean? Oh. I was like, oh, but sweetie, no, you can't just yell things like that out. Like, this isn't a Trump rally. You can't just... You can't just have an opinion on a minority and then get a standing O for announcing that, Like, you have to tuck that away on the inside for a little bit. And we'll talk about it when we get home, because I think it's racist. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. I was like, can you just kind of keep quiet? My son's like, no, they do. We were at Multnomah Falls, and I saw several buses full of Asians. I counted 142 Asians, and they were all taking pictures and smiling and having a very good time. And then I counted 53 white people, but they were not smiling, and they were not having a good time. So my conclusion is that Asians love waterfalls. And I was like, the math is there, the math. Racist or not, like, that's a pretty good theory.